Welcome to instruction for adding a new session and slider to a course. For some of you, the first question will be, what is a session? This is easy for our audience from classroom learning. Some of you will be more familiar with standalone e-learning, and you will be more familiar with the term module. A session or a module are the same. A block of learning, often containing lessons within. On the All Courses screen, we'll select the course needing a new session. When you enter a course, you'll always enter here at the Sessions page. Adding a new session is a simple three-step process. 1. Click Create New Session. 2. Enter the session or module name. 3. Click Create. Now that we have a new session, we may need to edit the start or end dates, or we may need to disable dates altogether. To edit any part of a session or to add components, we'll click the Edit button. We'll just click the dates to open the date picker. You can navigate to the month and click the day to set the start or the end date. Session or module activities are inaccessible before a session start date as well as after the session's end date. To render a module available at any time, click the Disable Dates checkbox. The session has an optional commenting feature, allowing students and teacher to participate in discussions related to this module. Technically, this module is now created. There is the matter of content, however. Next, we'll answer the age-old question, what is a slider and why do I care? All content in EDUonGo needs a content container. We have a video container, we have activities containers, we have text containers, we have audio containers, and we have the slider. In this session, we'll show you how to add a slider to a module. Now that we have an empty slider, we need to give it a name so the system can manage the content attached to it. Next, we'll change the slider from Type 1 to Type 2. Type 2 gives us numbers at the bottom of the slider so users can tell what slide they're on. In the near future, I think this option will be removed since Type 1 is almost never used. Now let's add some slides. Now that we've added slides to our slider, let's add a more pleasing color or image. The image holder is 695 pixels by 250 pixels, not your standard image configuration. My approach is to create a Photoshop file of this size and add my color and cropped images. Experiment with images and colors to find what works for you. To fetch an image, click Upload Image. Upload Files takes us to the My Documents folder in our profile. I'll select a very plain file with colors suiting my purpose. If what you need isn't here, you can click Upload to access files on your hard drive. If your My Documents folder is connected to a Dropbox folder or to a Google Drive, you can access files in either of those places as well. Each of our slides needs a header and guiding text. The slider isn't a content holder, it's an introduction to your content. As you'll see, content containers hold your content below the slider. You will have as many slides in your slider as you have discrete concepts to convey. You'll connect the content below to the supported slide using the Linked Page Items tool. In this way, the slider organizes a considerable amount of content under one session or module. One very important thing to remember is to click Save and Review before leaving this edit area. If you click the Course Lounge, Discussions, or Home instead, the effort you expended adding the slider, the text, and adding images will all be lost. This completes our lesson on adding a module and a slider.